Hi guys, Mauro here. I just made a video where I'm talking about finishing with that racket all the way around, but I mean all the way around, like kissing your biceps here, and also paying attention to hitting and finishing with your shoulder rotation a little bit, so your chest is kind of pointing a little bit to the side when you hit. Instead of finishing just hitting forward and staying short here, you want to finish a little more finishing this way. Well, another thing that I wanted to mention about that swing, and is that if you're the kind of player that has problems meeting that ball early, if you just focus on the finishing part, on this part here, bringing that racket all the way around and turning that shoulder, bringing that right shoulder to the front a little bit. In order to do that, you have to meet the ball early in front of you. If I meet the ball late, every time I see players that they finish short, their chest stays more pointing forward, or even I see players hitting like that. So their chest is pointing to the side. They don't finish in here. So they meet the ball late for obvious reasons. They meeting that ball late here, and they cannot bring it all the way around. Okay? So one thing that is gonna help you meet that ball early is focus on the same thing. Focus on bringing that racket. You wanna see yourself at the end like this, of course, and so you're gonna have the arm close to you, pretty much kissing your biceps here. And then if you notice, my chest, the center of my chest is kind of pointing towards the net poise, give or take. Okay, you don't have to turn that much, but if you finish just a little bit turning that way, that's good enough. Now, in order to do that, I have to meet the ball early. I have to meet the ball in front of me. Why? Because if I meet that ball late here, I cannot bring it all the way around, finish that way, and turn my body. If I meet the ball late, I'm not really gonna be able to do all this. It just looks awkward, and you feel awkward. That's people that hit the ball late, they usually finish up here or short or here, but you're not gonna see him doing that work with the hips and the shoulders and your arm. So force yourself, pay attention, hit, and you want to freeze at the end here. This is how you want to finish. Do it over and over, and the only way you're gonna be able to meet that ball in order to rotate your hips, your shoulders, and that arm all the way around is if you meet that ball in front of you. If I meet that ball in front of me, it feels, I meet the ball early, guys, and right after contact, my arm comes around. See, I meet the ball in front of me, and pretty much right after contact, my arm comes around, and it finishes. If it's front of me, it's very easy to get that arm around me, end up in this position. And all I gotta do is, see, I make contact, look, I make contact, and I want my chest, my body, and the racket squared. So it's easy to finish the racket bringing around and turning a little bit that way. Of course, you gotta have the semi-open stance. If you're turning sideways, the body's on your way, okay? So you wanna get ready here, semi-open stance, and it's easy to do that. If you wanna meet the ball early, force yourself to pay attention how you're finishing at the end. If you're finishing in this position, the only way you're gonna be able to do that is meeting that ball early. You cannot meet that ball late. That's why I see a lot, and turning the whole upper body and bringing that arm around you. So for those of you players that have problems with making contact early on the ball, don't focus on meeting that ball early. Pay attention to where are you finishing. Pay attention the way you're finishing there. And it's very important that you also pay attention how you're standing, because if you're turning too much, you're gonna be very prone to meet that ball late here. If I'm way sideways, it's more difficult to meet the ball in front of me. It doesn't feel natural. Instead, in between my legs, late, feels easier. So you want to pay attention to those two things, guys, okay? All right, I hope it helps. Let me know if you have any questions, suggestions, okay? Give me a like, subscribe to my channel. Check my other channel, Arise by Mauro Gallardo. I hope you like it, and well, go out there, stay bold, centered, and be perseverant. Thank you, guys.